Good morning, Chicago, and welcome to another hour on channel USH 12. We have the channel USH 12 2 with Julia De Leon with entertainment and technology.
Samisha Taylor with economy and celebrities. Daisy Perez with fashion, recreation, and leisure.
And Johari Bowdry with politics, values, and culture from Ronner College Prep, broadcasting to you live from downtown Chicago. And today, we'll be talking about the 1960s.
The 60s decade is known for being the starter of many trends we now have. In the 60s, people were getting tired of the way they lived and wanted justice for all. Women started to fight for equal pay and ending domestic violence. Students fought for a way to desegregate schools this decade. However, it wasn't all about fighting for rights or worrying about schools to work. People also like to have fun. But let's see what our news reporters have planned for us today.
I'm here with my colleague, Daisy Perez, and this is channel USH 12 with economy. Kennedy was assassinated November 22nd, 1963, and then Lyndon B. Johnson became president. He gave money to the middle and lower class, and he also pushed civil rights. The Civil Rights Act through Congress. Did you know in 1960 a gallon of gas was 25 cents?
Really?
And by 1969 it was 35 cents a gallon. Cheap, right?
Yeah, not cheap.
Okay. Attention to all McDonald's lovers. The first McDonald's was built in 1961, and guess how much a cheeseburger cost? 15 cents a burger. Can you believe this?
No, I cannot.
Commercials in the 1960s were on Cocoa Puffs. Who else is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Popular toys during this time were Barbies, G.I. Joes, and Man to the Moon. The #1 ponytail Barbies were sold for $3. I have Daisy here with me today. Daisy, do you remember when you used to play with dolls?
Yes, and I miss my dolls.
Yeah, me too. Those were the good old days. Now to Johari with the politics.
We bring you today's politics. MLK Jr. is arrested. JFK calls King's wife to assess the situation, which gained a lot of the votes from the African American community. John F. Kennedy defeats Nixon in presidential campaign. This just in, JFK is assassinated on the 22nd of November, which causes an uproar within the White House. Congress passes the landmark Civil Rights Act. President Johnson signs the Civil Rights Act of 1964, making segregation in public facilities and discrimination in employment illegal on July 22nd. Now on to Julia with entertainment. Julia? Go.
Oh, we're on. Okay. So hi, I'm Julia, reporting live from downtown here in the J. Pritzker Pavilion. I'm here to talk about the entertainment we had in the 1960s. Now, as you heard, the rock and roll music was very popular during that decade. People would hear a variety of music from Elvis Presley, also known as the King of Rock and Roll, the Beatles, Marvin Gaye, and many more. Hey Daisy, have you heard of the Beatles?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, I remember West Side Story, don't you?
Yes, that was my favorite movie.
Well, guess what? That movie is from the 60s, along with The Planet of the Apes. Now they have Rise of the Planets of the Apes. Also, the TV shows that were popular were The Addams Family, Bewitched, The Brady Bunch, Betty Boop, and last but not least, Charlie Brown. Now let's talk about the types of dance. Popular dances were the monkey, the Egyptian, the swim, and last but not least, the twist.
Come on, baby.
Let's do the twist. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. And it goes like this. Round and up and down we go. There you have it, folks. Popular dances in the 60s. Now back to you, Jahari.
Many of the African American leaders have had a lot of things over the years of their up and running fame as black political leaders. Many people should already know that people such as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, and Rosa Parks all believed in the equality of all people of all races. Am I right or am I right? In response to this political, the 16th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham, Alabama, served as a meeting place for civil rights leaders, was bombed on the morning of September 15th, killing 4 innocent girls. This act of vilinism shocked the country and expanded the growth of the civil rights movement. The bombing was organized by the Ku Klux Klan in order to break the African American community. Event. Tragedy strikes the African American community. The 16th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham, Alabama, served as a meeting place for civil rights. I'm Jahari Baudry, throwing it over to Daisy Perez to bring you news on recreation and leisure. Daisy.
Good morning, channel USH 12. I'm Daisy Perez, bringing you the news for recreation and leisure. Well, for starters, did you know that the first Super Bowl ever happened in January 15, 1957? Well, it did. The first ever Super Bowl took place in the LA Memorial Coliseum. It was between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Did you watch that game?
Yeah, it was amazing.
In this game, the Green Bay Packers were able to defeat the Kansas City Chiefs, earning a score of 35, while the Kansas City earned a score of 10. Okay. In other words, in 1964, the world's first Olympic game ever took place in Japan. In 1964, the world's first Olympic Games ever took place in Japan. The fascinating part about it is that a lot of people helped out and made it into the most successful Olympic Games ever. These have been a pretty big challenge, don't you think?
Yes, very big challenge.
With all of that planning and all those games to have ready for, everybody was able to make it one of the most successful games ever. One sport that I haven't really talked about is baseball. For baseball, well, we have Roberto Clemente. Roberto Clemente was a very successful baseball player who was Puerto Rican and Dominican. Well, anyways, he was able to play for the New York Yankees and was able to be a very successful baseball player.
We're not leaving. We just not going on a break.
Now back to Samisha with celebrities. Samisha?
Hi, it's me again. I'm coming to you with celebrities in the 1960s. There was famous men celebrities in the 1960s like John Wayne with his Western and war movies, and Doris Day with her musical movies, and who was that real serious adult actress?
I believe it's Elizabeth Taylor.
Oh yeah, Elizabeth Taylor.
You can't forget about Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll.
Well, Julie Andrews performed in the music halls throughout her childhood. She also did the Cinderella movie. Andrews made auspicious film Dispute and Walt Disney Mary and Poppins in 1964, which earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress. Meanwhile, Jerry Lewis is an American comedian, actor, singer, film producer, and screenwriter and film director. Jerry wrote 10 scripts in 10 years. He was called the king of comedy. His theme song was "Rock-a-bye Baby" on the treetop. Okay, and then he is also known for his charity funds, raising telethons and positions as national chairman for MDA. Jerry Lewis was also nominated for the Nobel Prize for his 50th year raising money. On to Daisy with fashion.
3.
Fashion has been around for as long as I can remember. One thing's for sure is that fashion has been changing a lot. Don't you think that, guys?
Yes.
Since the last time we heard about fashion, many things have changed. Now many women are mimicking Jacqueline Kenny, and most women are now wearing miniskirts a lot. Another thing that I noticed was how much people have been wearing suits with box-shaped jackets, Peter Pan collars, and buttons with different colors. Another style that has also been out lately has been the hippie style. And what that means is that many people are wearing more colorful clothes than ever. And it's cool. It's pretty cool because nobody really cares anymore, which is good. What I have seen is that most people are using more vibrant colors. People are wearing more colorful clothes and they don't really care, which is good. What I have seen is that most men and women are using vibrant and colorful shades. They have also been wearing bell-bottom pants and paisley and polka dot shirts and ties. Now on to Julia with inventions and technologies in the 60s. Julia?
Wow, where has technology come to, right? Need a little light? Well, good thing the first halogen lamp was invented, or else you wouldn't be able to see where you were inserting your audio cassette. Also created in the 1960s. Jahari, you go to school, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever forgotten your calculator and thought to yourself, whoa, what would I do without my calculator?
Yes, and I actually really need it all the time in class.
Well, students in the 60s always carried their new calculators because they were invented. Aren't you glad that you were born after this was invented? Back to studio with Tamisha and Daisy.
Well, that's all the time we have, Chicago. I'm here with Daisy. Thanks for watching channel USH 12.
Thanks again for watching. Don't forget, Chicago, we are the crew of channel USH 12, reporting news of the decade of 1960s since 1960. Keep calm and stay tuned for another episode of the Brady Bunch.